Hi guys, today we're taking a look at a racing cockpit. This is the Playseat Formula Intelligence F1 edition, which is designed to replicate the authentic sensations of being in a Formula 1 racing cockpit, and it's actually used by some professional F1 drivers to enhance their racing skills even more. It's compatible with all direct drive wheels and is Playseat's most expensive sim racing cockpit. So I'll show you what's involved in setting it up, the adjustability on the racing cockpit, and testing it out with the Logitech G Pro wheel and Pro pedals to show how stable it is, highlighting any pros and cons to give you a better idea if it's worth buying or not. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. The racing cockpit comes well packaged in two large heavy boxes. Everything is well protected in cardboard and polystyrene with an instruction manual included. Laying out all the items you get in the packaging, the frame consists of 17 components to assemble. There's a bag containing fixtures and tools to put the frame together, and it also comes with a set of gloves for assembly. You don't need to use these, but I'll put them on regardless. Assembly is pretty simple. Start by inserting the front side panels into the base of the cockpit and secure it in place with 4 screws, and you tighten them with an Allen key. Do the same on the other side. Next, place the pedal plate in position, ensuring the Playseat branding is facing towards the inside of the cockpit. Insert it into one of the 3 height positions on the 2 black panels, then secure it in position with 2 screws on either side. Onto attaching the side plates for the wheel mount. Release the locking bracket by turning the handles to face outwards, and then screw in the side plate to the grey coloured adjuster using 2 screws, and repeat the same on the other side. Assembling the wheelbase mount, attach the side plates to the base with 3 screws on either side, then take the assembled mount and secure it into position onto the side plates with 3 screws on both sides. Now you can lock the mount in position by turning the locking handles. Now onto the seat. It comes in 2 parts. Slide the 2 parts into position, marrying up the screw holes, and secure them in place with 2 screws on either side and 2 screws at the back. We can now attach the seat to the rig, remove the bottom cushion, and then place it onto the seat mount with the back resting against the rear brackets. Secure it in position using 4 screws and nuts, then place the cushion back in place. Now we can secure the back of the seat by screwing a bolt behind each of the black brackets on the seat. Then onto the front of the cockpit, attach the side panels with the F1 logo, and then this is secured in place with 3 screws, and do the same on the other side. Now let's attach the monitor mount. Place the base of it onto the top of the wheel mount side plates. Secure it in place by taking these vertical bars on either side, place them underneath and lock them in position with screws from the top. And strangely enough, this wasn't mentioned in the instructions for some reason. Next, attach the monitor arms and secure to the monitor mount with 4 screws for each arm, and finally attach the monitor mount in place, securing with a washer and a nut from the back, and tighten with a wrench. I've also got a Playseat floor mat to help protect my floor by placing the rig on there, and that's it, you're done. Timing wise, I'd say it takes no more than a couple of hours to build. It took me slightly longer as I was recording, but it was generally easy to do. Taking a closer look at the rig, it weighs 49.5 kilograms, covering an area of 168 centimeters in length, 43.5 centimeters in width, and it has a height of 61.5 centimeters, with it not feeling too overwhelming in a room. It supports a maximum driver height of 230 centimeters and a maximum driver weight of 122 kilograms. Aesthetically, the racing cockpit looks really nice with a white and black color combination together with the red F1 logo at the front and back, together with small details like the Playseat branding stitched onto the seat and onto the different locations around the frame. The seat is made from PU leather with a smooth feel to it, and with it having firm cushioning, feeling nice and comfortable. The monitor mount supports a maximum 100mm VESA mount, and I did reach out to Playseat to confirm if there's any weight limitation, which they say there isn't, but with a traditional panel it can't be more than 34 inches due to the height limitation on the mount, but ultra wides work perfectly well. You have 4 adjustment points. The first is a seat adjustment, allowing you to easily pull the seat backwards and forwards. Second is the wheelbase adjustment, allowing you to move it up and down, together with being able to adjust the angle of its position where the monitor mount moves to. Third is the wheelbase position, where you can move the wheelbase backwards and forwards by unlocking the clips at the side, making your adjustment and then locking it in position, and this moves the monitor mount too. And the fourth allows you to adjust the pedal angle and position, with there being 3 different levels for installation. But the silly thing here is that if you use the top level, you can't easily make adjustments as the side plates are in the way, so you'd have to remove the side plates to get to the screws. Adjustability was more than adequate, but I did feel the seat slider had a slightly cheaper feel to it, and at this price point it would have been nice to have a bit more tool-free adjustability. Setup wise, I've attached the Logitech Pro wheel and Pro pedals to the rig onto the pre-drilled plates, together with my LG Ultra Gear 39-inch gaming monitor, which is the 39GS95QE, and I'll be using my gaming PC, which is a custom build that I did myself. Spec wise, it has an Intel i9 processor, 128 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 4080 GPU. And worth noting, the packaging for the cockpit also comes with a set of screws for attaching your wheelbase and pedals. So let's test this out. The seat does feel pretty comfortable when racing, with it having a firm feel to it. The pedals do feel solid, and it doesn't seem to have any flex when pressing down hard on the brake pedal. There's minimal to no movement, giving a great experience, helped by the pedal plate made out of thick metal. The wheel feels stable with minimal flex from the frame. The cockpit does feel solid when racing. There isn't any side to side flex, as it feels really rigid, together with it being very stable. The ergonomic design gives it that authentic F1 racing position, with the design providing some of the force feedback sensations to come through the frame, giving it an even more immersive racing experience. And I'd say the Logitech Pro wheel with its true force enhances this even more. Overall, the cockpit is really comfortable to drive in, with the seat being firm. The seating position is good and viewing height isn't bad. I like the fact that it has an integrated monitor stand which moves along as you adjust the wheelbase position, but on the negative side it does limit you, as you can't bring the monitor any closer to give a greater immersion. In terms of accessories, there's no additional add-ons available like a shifter and handbrake plate, because this is primarily aimed at providing a realistic Formula 1 experience, so you wouldn't really consider this if you wanted to also race in the GT position. Price wise, the Playseat Formula Intelligence comes in at a whopping $2,499 or £2,149, which is pretty expensive. But with this, you're actually getting a racing cockpit used by the pro F1 racers to help enhance their skills, bringing you even closer to a real F1 experience. Is it worth it for the price? I'd say only if you're planning on playing F1 games. If you had any friends or family over racing on it and they were a different height, making adjustments can feel like a bit of a hassle. Build quality wise, it does feel good, but personally I did feel it was a bit overpriced at that price. But nevertheless, it's a pretty awesome racing cockpit, providing a great racing experience. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with F1, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.